visit festivals, laid back baseline. Summer heat fading, the beat kicks in.
You got the colors blending in the twilight shade. A pocket full of tokens for the retro arcade. The smell of sweet green going in the breeze. Summer memories woven through the willow trees. Distant taiko drums meeting boom bap snares. Washing off the weight of all our daily care. Paperland is floating in the night, guiding us along with a warm and gentle light. Step into the rhythm of the Matsuri dream. Everything is flowing like a quiet summer stream. Catching water balloons from the icy pool. Sipping on Ramoon just to keep it cool. The fireworks are blooming high above the bay, chasing all the shadows of the evening away. Paperland is floating in the night, guiding us along with the warm and gentle light. Step into the rhythm of the Matsuri dream. Everything is flowing like a quiet summer stream. Nostalgia in the air like smoke from the stars, answering the way the city spirit calls. Jazz guitars strumming by the wooden shrine, getting lost together in a different design. Paperland is floating in the night, guiding us along with a warm and gentle light. Step into the rhythm of the Matsuri dream. Everything is flowing like a quiet summer stream. Festival is over, but we carry the light. Fluorescent lights buzzing in the quiet night. Hours of colorful packages shining bright. Grab a melon pan and a sweet iced tea. The cashier nods, leaving me to just be me.
Midnight cravings and a quiet stroll. The city is sleeping, but we are in control. Caught in a run underneath the moon, humming to a laid-back tune, finding a sanctuary on the corner street, moving to the tempo of a lo-fi beat.
Flicking through a magazine I won't even buy, watching the delivery trucks rolling on by. Steam from the bun warmer filling up the glass, letting all the quiet hours gently pass.
Come, Benny, run underneath the moon, humming to a laid-back attitude, finding a sanctuary on the corner street, moving to the tempo of a lo-fi beat.
Just a tiny pocket of light in the dark, a 24/7 kind of neighborhood spark. Electric rose playing on the overhead speakers, squeaking on the floorboards in my favorite sneakers.
Come, Benny, run underneath the moon, humming to
chime 7. Footsteps fading. Thanks. See you tomorrow night. Smooth transitions. Deep subs. Look at the bridge. The lights are coming on. Staring at the water from the bayside deck. The giant wheel is turning, keeping time in check. The skyline is a painting of a distant shore. A quiet kind of luxury we can't ignore. The breeze is carrying a salty chill. Everything around us is beautifully still. Old night, but twilight. Watching the colors blend. A perfect little moment at the daylight's end. Smooth jazz echoes on the Tokyo Bay. Washing all the heavy thoughts of life away. Monorail gliding on a track in the sky. Watching all the silver futuristic cars go by. Monumental robots standing guard in the square. A cinematic feeling in the evening air. Old night, but twilight. Watching the colors blend. A perfect little moment at the daylight's end. Smooth jazz echoes on the Tokyo Bay. Washing all the heavy thoughts of life away. The rainbow bridge is glowing in the dark, leaving an unforgettable and radiant mark. The boom bap rhythm keeps the heartbeat steady for whatever comes tomorrow. I am ready. Old night, but twilight. Watching the colors blend. The perfect little moment at the daylight's end. Smooth jazz echoes on the Tokyo Bay. Washing all the heavy thoughts of life away. Night is calling. The bay is sleeping. Afternoon sunlight filtering through the paper. Dust motes dancing to the beat. Lying on the woven grass, staring at the roof. The outside world feels so far aloof. Incense burning with the slow, heavy trail. Boom bap drums tell a laid back tale. Breeze from the garden rings the wind chime. Lost in the pocket, completely out of time.
Me daydreams, floating on a cloud of the weather leaves, playing unloud, dust speaker bashing and an earthly scent, wondering where the afternoon went. Daydreams, floating on a cloud of the melodies, playing unloud, dust speaker bashing and an earthly scent, wondering where the afternoon went.
Green tea cooling on a low wooden tray, letting a high high fidelity, wash the stress away. Mellow jazz guitar paints a lazy scene. Everything is tranquil, everything is green. Everything is green.
Tired of me daydreams, floating on a cloud out of melodies, playing aloud, dusty aggression and an earthy scent. Wondering where the afternoon went. Daydreams, floating on a cloud out of melodies, playing aloud, dusty aggression and an earthy scent. Wondering where the afternoon went.
Sub-bass roots me to the floor. Don't wanna step outside that sliding door. Let's bounce tensions, wrap me up tight. A smooth transition from the day to the night.
Tired of me daydreams, floating on a cloud, but every Belize, playing aloud, dusty percussion and an earthy scent. Wondering where the afternoon went. Daydreams, floating on a cloud, but every Belize, playing aloud, dusty percussion and an earthy scent. Wondering where the afternoon went.
Stay grounded, find your peace. Riding the loop, no destination, just a journey. Green line, circle in the heart of the beast. The train rocks gently from the west to the east. Empty seats reflecting in the window pane. A mellow jazz lit riding on the train. Next stop is nowhere, I am staying right here. The hum of the engine is music to my ear. Yeah, I'm an old lullaby, rocking me to sleep. Boom bap drums diving down so deep. Rubbing in the tracks on an endless ride, keeping the urban anxiety outside. Passing by the neon of Akihabara glow. The tempo stays locked incredibly slow. Dusty proportion like the clack of the rails. High fidelity sound that never fails. Yeah, I'm an old lullaby, rocking me to sleep. Boom bap drums diving down so deep. No beating tracks on an endless ride, keeping the urban anxiety outside. Station melodies blend with the beat. A momentary pause before the doors meet. The sub-bass rumbles beneath my feet. This circular journey is feeling complete. Yeah, I'm an old lullaby, rocking me to sleep. Boom bap drums diving down so deep. Baby, yeah, the tracks on an endless ride, keeping the air in anxiety outside. Train doors
closing sound fade out over repeat. Train doors, train doors, train doors closing sound fade out over repeat. Last train home, or maybe the first train out. Loop it again.
Coffee dripping sound. Muted trumpet sound.
Hidden behind a heavy wooden door, the sanctuary of sound in the back streets. Shelves lined with vinyl from the floor to the ceiling. The master pours a pour over, capturing the feeling. Dark roasted beans in a deep groove bass. Time travels slow in this atmospheric space. No talking aloud, just listening deep. A mellow jazz guitar lulling the city to sleep.
Jazz kisser, spinning tales of old. Warm analog vibes, worth their weight in gold. Dust on the record, but the fidelity is clear. Ungulated sanctuary, glad that I am here.
Head nodding slowly to a boom bap snare. The scent of ages, paper and tobacco in the air. Electric rose dripping like honey from the speakers, soaking up the art like dedicated seekers.
Jazz kisser, spinning tales of old. Warm analog vibes, worth their weight in gold. Dust on the record, but the fidelity is clear. Ungulated sanctuary, glad that I am here.
Side A finishes, the needle lifts up, the master turns it over, refills my cup. The transition is smooth, a flawless blend, an instrumental hip-hop journey without an end.
Jazz kisser, spinning tales of old. Warm analog vibes, worth their weight in gold. Dust on the record, but the fidelity is clear. But you live sanctuary, glad that I am here.
Record crackle intensifies and slowly fades out. Hey, just let it spin. Record crackle intensifies and slowly fades out. Peace. Deep sublime from the 45th floor. The city is a circuit board of light. Headphones on, blocking out the static. The view is panoramic, the feeling cinematic. Tiny cars moving like blood through the veins. Boom bap rhythm washing away the daily pains. A million glowing windows, a million different lights. I am floating above it all as the night arrives. Shinjuku skyline, a neon electric sea. 𝐏𝐥𝐚𝐲𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐭 tempo, setting my spirit free. Lay back, groove against the glass, watching the beautiful metropolis pass.
Taking on the tower so high, an electric piano chord reaching for the sky. The lo-fi aesthetic meets a hi-fi world. The mysteries of Tokyo slowly uncurl. Shinjuku skyline, a neon electric sea, mutated tempo, setting my spirit free. Laid back groove against the glass, watching the beautiful metropolis pass. Solitude is sweet when the beat is right. Nostalgia mixed with the oven light. Dusty percussion keeps me grounded up here. The atmospheric tensions make everything clear. Shinjuku skyline, a neon electric sea, mutated tempo, setting my spirit free. Laid back groove against the glass, watching the beautiful metropolis pass. The city never sleeps, but I'm resting easy. Good night, Tokyo. Leaving the station in a silver streak of light, Mount Fuji stands like a shadow in the dusk. The countryside blurs into the velvet night, escaping from the city and its heavy husk. Rhythmic clatter on the steel track below, moving fast, but the feeling is so slow. Bullet train reverie in a jazz hop state, gliding past the towns as they turn to stars, letting go of the heavy end weight, healing my soul with these mellow guitars. The dining car is empty and the lights are low. A cup of green tea resting on the tray, watching the world put on a silent show. The boom bap drums guide me on my way. Bullet train reverie in a jazz hop state, gliding past the towns as they turn to stars, letting go of the heavy heaven weight, healing my soul with these mellow guitars. High fidelity production of a moving mind, dusty percussion echoes in the quiet eye, leaving all the static and the stress behind. Riding this pocket groove,
waking up. Chill electric red. The night is ending. The groove goes on.
The neon is exhausted as the sun begins to rise. A pastel morning painting up the eastern skies. The final trains are pulling into empty docks. A sleepy city resetting its giant clocks. The jazz guitar is welcome in the morning light, saying a quiet goodbye to the night. Shinjuku dawn, the shadows fade away. Step into the rhythm of a brand new day. Boom, bap, drum, shaking off the heavy sleep. A peaceful kind of promise that the city will keep. Street sweepers working on the avenue, crows are taking flight into the atmosphere blue. The air is feeling crisp and beautifully clean. The opening credits of an urban scene. Shinjuku dawn, the shadows fade away. Step into the rhythm of a brand new day. Boom, bap, drum, shaking off the heavy sleep. A peaceful kind of promise that the city will keep. Transition from the darkness to the golden hour, watching the metropolis regain its power. Deep sub bass giving way to the sun. The pocket groove journey has only just begun. Shinjuku dawn, the shadows fade away. Step into the rhythm of a brand new day. Boom, bap, drum, shaking off the heavy sleep. A peaceful kind of promise that the city will keep. Electric fruit keeper.
Smooth electric, dust on the needle, rain on the glass, the 85 BPM pulse of the Tokyo Jazzy.
Stepping out of the station, umbrellas bloom like a painted ocean. Neon reflections bleed onto the wet asphalt beneath my boots. The boom bap rhythm of footsteps matches my heartbeat. Looking for a quiet corner in the chaos. The crossing lights blink green, a sea of souls in motion. I slip through the gaps, riding this earthen ocean.
Shibuya rainfall, washing the noise away. The shaman melodies playing through the gray. Dusty the crusher and a laid back room. Just me and the city, learning how to move.
Lost in the rhythm of the dripping eaves. A jazz guitar licks through the autumn leaves. Coffee shop windows fogged up from the inside. Watching the world take a slow, mellow ride. Shibuya rainfall, washing the noise away.
playing through the grave. Dusty digression and a laid back groove. Just me and the city, learning how to move.
Deep sub bass shakes the puddles on the ground. Nostalgia wrapped in a high fidelity sound. Time stands still when the beat drops low. Nowhere to be, just going with the flow.
Shibuya rainfall, washing the noise away. We show you melodies playing through the grave. Dusty depression and a laid back groove. Just me and the city, learning how to move.
Yeah, just pocket the groove. See you tomorrow, Shibuya.
Pale pink petals falling on the mega river, floating away under the paper lantern glow. The evening chill makes the shadows shiver, walking slowly with nowhere else to go. Fleeting moments caught in a steady beat. Springtime nostalgia down a quiet street. Sakura drift on an iron breeze. The seasons change but the groove remains, catching blossoms as they fall from the trees. High fidelity memories washing away the pain. A distant train rolls across the iron bridge. Its metallic hum tuned to the sub-bass line. Petals resting lightly on the window ridge, drinking in the night like a vintage wine. Sakura drift on a hired breeze. The seasons change but the groove remains, catching blossoms as they fall from the tree. High fidelity memories washing away the pain. Plays a bittersweet chord. The beauty of the brief, the magic of the now. An organ lounge, rhythm as its own reward. Under the blooming canopy, we take a bow. Sakura drift on a iron breeze. The seasons change but the groove remains, catching blossoms as they fall from the tree. High fidelity memories washing away the pain.
by them.
Petals falling on the mega raw water, a pink snow drifting through the carbon concrete. 85 beats per minute, the rhythm of the season changing. I walk the path where the old and new worlds meet. Brief and beautiful, just like a fading chord, catching a petal, a natural reward. Sakura drift, floating on a lo-fi breeze, whispering secrets through the cherry trees. Smooth jazz stars from the day to the night, basking in the glow of the lantern light. Couple stroll by with their match in hand. The dusty boom bap keeps my feet on the sand. A high fidelity snapshot of a fleeting view. Deep sub bass humming under skies of blue. Sakura drift, floating on a lo-fi breeze, whispering secrets through the cherry trees. Smooth as the stars from the day to the night, basking in the glow of the lantern light. They bloom and they fall, the cycle remains, like electric piano loops, washing the stains. Nostalgic aesthetic, a high fidelity dream. Everything is exactly as it would seem. Sakura drift, floating on a lo-fi breeze, whispering secrets through the cherry trees. Smooth trajectories from the day to the night, basking in the glow of the lantern light.
Chill, drip. Springtime fades, but the groove stays. Keep it drifting.
A sea of clear umbrellas crossing at the scramble. Neon reflections dancing on the wet asphalt. Slipping through the crowd without a gamble. Every footstep echoes in this urban vault. The rhythm of the rain taps a dusty snare. Nostalgia hanging heavy in the midnight air. Puddles mirror the city lights in a lo-fi dream. Boom bap drums keeping time with the falling drops. Caught in the current of the Shibuya stream. In the kind groove never really stops. seeking shelter by a closed department store, watching the taillights bleed into the red. A muted trumpet spills from a basement door, washing away the restless thoughts inside my head. Puddles mirrored the city lights in a lo-fi dream. Boom bap drums keeping time with the falling drops, caught in the current of the Shibuya stream. The car groove never really stops. Electric roads, keys sparkle like the city grid. Atmospheric waves wash over the frantic pace. A hidden pocket groove where my heart is hid, slowing down the rush in this crowded space. Puddles mirror the city lights in a lo-fi dream. Boom bap drums keeping time with the falling drops, caught in the current of the Shibuya stream. The crank groove never really stops. Springtime in the city, watch them fall. Walking by the river where the lanterns glow, pedals dancing softly to the water down below. The night is feeling gentle and the air is sweet. A solitary figure on the cobblestone street, pink snow falling in the evening breeze. A momentary magic passing through the trees. 𝐏𝐥𝐚𝐲𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐭 blooming in the dark, finding inspiration in a quiet city park. Lo-fi beats beneath the floral sky, watching all the beautiful moments flying by. A solitary bench beneath the weeping boughs, thinking about the future and the here and now. The electric roads is painting up the atmosphere, wishing that the season could last all year. 𝐏𝐥𝐚𝐲𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐭 blooming in the dark, finding inspiration in a quiet city park. Lo-fi beats beneath the floral sky, watching all the beautiful moments flying by. Everything is fleeting, that is what they say, but I can trap this feeling in the track today. Deep bass anchoring the pedals to the ground, wrapped inside the comfort of this mellow sound. 𝐏𝐥𝐚𝐲𝐿 groove blooming in the dark, finding inspiration in a quiet city park. Lo-fi beats beneath the floral sky, watching all the beautiful moments flying by. Spring fades, but the groove remains. colors crossing at the scramble. Neon reflections dancing on the wet asphalt. Slipping through the crowd without a gamble. Every footstep echoes in this all involved. The rhythm of the rain taps a dusty snare. Nostalgia hanging heavy in the midnight air. Puddles mirror the city lights in the lo-fi dream. Boom bap drums keeping time with the falling drops. Caught in the current of the Shibuya stream. The young groove never really stops. Seeking shelter by a closed department store. Watching the taillights bleed into the red. A muted trumpet spills from a basement door. Washing away the restless thoughts inside my head. Puddles mirror the city lights in a lo-fi dream. Boom bap drums keeping time with the falling drops. Caught in the current of the Shibuya stream. The young groove never really stops. Electric rose keys sparkle like the city grid. Endless fluid waves wash over the frantic pace. A hidden pocket groove where my heart is hid. Slowing down the rush in this crowded space. Puddles mirror the city lights in a lo-fi dream. Boom bap drums keeping time with the falling drops. Caught in the current of the Shibuya stream. The ink groove never really